What up, what up, what up? What's up? Let me know if sound's alright. I'll turn the music down here in just a second. But you can hear me okay. And make sure that you can't hear the music in the background through my mic, because I've got it coming through my speakers. Once y'all say it's good to go and get some people in here, I'll fire away. What's up, Andrews? Mark, Cypher. All right. Let me turn. There we go. I'm guessing, Jack, you're Lexington based off the avatar. Confirm that you are, and I'll give you moderator for being a member. What's up, Peter? All right, well, we got a few here. Anyway, a lot of you are members here. Some of you aren't, didn't watch Sam's stream yesterday. We're running our Black Friday special currently. So these are going to be the biggest discounts of the year, basically. We've done some 20%, 30%, but we've never, throughout the year, we haven't done a 40%er yet. So these are as big as it gets. If you're doing well in crypto, you want to pay in crypto, and you want to, realize some of those gains and pay for something that you think will help you in the long run, then that's an option. But anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Black Friday special, and it'll be live for about another 10 days or so. So it'll be live for a little bit. find which one of these window captures is. There we go. All right, so I'm waiting for Attila to message me back because I'm gonna need an image because he's got Bitcoin up right now, and because I'm not signed in on the web, I'm not able to edit which one we're looking at, but so I'll get back from him, but I'm gonna start with Abdo's chart. These are the cocoa futures. I guess Sam's done this. I've done one for him, so I guess he's wanting intraday. I mean, I could certainly try, but trying to do some of these on the 30-minute, 15-minute traditionals, I'm not great at it, so we'll see. So here's what I did last week. Did this high time frame look for him. Looks like I don't remember if we got, let's see, November 2nd. Oh, I'm on 3 days. So yeah, we'd already had this low. I was thinking this was daily. So we're coming back. We can either stop here or retest the lower, but I guess that's what he wants to know. So we bounced up from the macro POC. To the local POC in the 50. So that created our rejection. So now we're looking for anything in this area to hold for our bigger move up. So I like it anywhere in here. So likely, as Sam had it yesterday, had the 5, A, B, got your big C here. Got your 2 here. Two 6 lines a little deep, but say anywhere in here is where I'm looking for intraday. If the count's gonna hold, you get the A, B, C, and this not be a 1, 2, and here's the 3, then get a 4, and that be the A, right? Then it would be more like this. All right, close this gap. Granted, this is the hourly, but still possible here. You'd have your ABC there, but I do like this being deep B, so be more of a flat. All right, there's not much more I can do. We need to see what move comes out here. Then you can get, you know, real short time frame. Find an impulse, add to it if you want with the stop. All right, I think 2041 would be a good if that's the Monte pull, but safe conservative entry here. Stop would be a break. Stop would, for me, I guess it'd have to be here underneath the Monte zone, but the safest place would be to put it underneath macro POC. All right, Abdo. Be interesting to see. I'm gonna alert this. Won't be trading it, but I guess maybe I could take an option or something on it. Not that one. There we go. All right, so this is Wonka with Luna, I believe. Yeah. I've got Luna somewhere here. All right, so it's got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't love the count with, I guess it would be a running triangle, but having a 5 instantly go running triangle, bullish as hell. And now we've, I don't know if you can even, if it made the thrust, right? Because you'd have to pull this all the way over here and trend line from the AB. That's your A, B, C, D, E. You got to extend this yellow all the way to here, and then take the length of here to here and extend that from the E, and that's your thrust target. And if it's in log, I don't know, but I don't think we made it. So to me, that would be a very bullish running triangle, and then just to splurt out and start to fall. So let's see, based off what I've got. So here's my perfect bull target. Looks like we've got a good, another 8% or so. Sorry, watching one of the other coins I'm following go parabolic. Gala, if you've been watching it, it's been just taking off since, you see, August was put on KU coin, and we're sitting at 5,500%, and I've got some pretty good targets up here at 64. All right, back to Luna. Just had some alarms go off. So go back into value area high. POC is 36.76, and we've got the perfect pull 35. I don't love, unless we just barely come down to the 5618. I guess we could sweep these and hold. But I mean, first bit of support is there. POC. Deviation. But really with if you lose the deviation here, right? If you were to lose the POC, right, tag this and then reject, I think we're every bit of coming down. And here you would have to drop if you either held here or you'd have to lose and regain POC. Then you could, but if you were to lose it and then reject it, I wouldn't be too happy with where we were going. This one's held pretty well. Golden zone, reject Monte zone, golden zone, come out, test Monte zone, coming back. So what you'd be looking for is to test this again and get out, you know, if you want to hold that. Come down, test it, pop out, test the other side again, get above. likewise, coming back, your resistance is going to be here, because you've got the value area high of this consolidation area along with deviation. Alright, so that's my view on at least this downward move here. Is you want to hold this. Only this would be max what I'd want. But once you dip here, and you either potentially swing failure pattern these lows.
Trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him, takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
If you would get that move down, swipe the lows and reclaim. That would be a pretty bullish move there. Potential anyway. So I'm going to alert that myself in case it does sweep, and then I want to watch a reclaim of 35 and ultimately here. But if we were to push down quick, right, and get back above, I'd be longing right at 35 and potentially even add if we came over in here and be looking for value area high test. Take some profit there. Stop loss, probably under the POC at that point. But I'd secure the trade here at value area high. Where I think it could be going. This next one, 618 would be 72, 73. And that's pretty much in your area as well. You've got 65 to 76, so. And this thing is up crazy, so. That would be 26,500% from the low. At least the low I've got here. I don't know if it's the low. All right, Wonka, good chart. Good looking out for Luna. All right. So next chart I had was Oga's new member who came in yesterday. Rocco to wrapped AVAX. Is this actually AVAX or is this Rocco? If you're watching, I don't know if you are. Because the link you shared is Rocco. I mean, it's not AVAX, I guess, because it's 3 cents. I guess it's Rocco in comparison to AVAX. If you're watching, give me a shout or change your chart, right, and save it so that it's AVAX. I guess I can look at AVAX on mine, but I'm not gonna have a chart to go off of. This one's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Looks like it's losing pretty big area. Just if you're looking at, I mean, this is a daily chart. So with this speed fan, you can see how it's held it, lost it, tagged the -1 perfect pull, and then just it just dry humped the shit out of it the whole way up. Right, up, reject, up, got into it, reject, up, 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 got above it, and now looking like it's actually potentially losing it on pretty big divergence. So since you're a new member, I don't do Elliott Wave too much. I do my own. You may have seen my stuff before, but you can have your count. I'm not going to dig in like Sam does. I use other means, but you can obviously still get my gist of what I think is going to happen. And so far, this is a pretty big move, you know, for based off this speed fan, losing this again after deviating above it. We've got the 50 here deviation, so that's going to provide some support, but and after that it's 94. Another perfect pull I did based off this one. So this pitchfork here, tag perfectly at the median, pull back, tag, hang around for a little bit, sideways, hold the perfect, pull up, deviate above. Now four-hour lost it, rejected. All right, so this is OG from very bottom. And this is actually pretty significant here. Since we've ridden this resistance, 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 you know, then we start to play with it, get above, nice strong move. Now we come back to this. So I suppose what I'd be wanting is some potentially sweep this area here, create some, you know, a bit of a bowl where you deviate beneath and then get back above. If not, then we're coming potentially back down in this area. Everything's been pretty well tested here. Good test here, good test there for the deviation, test the red, and move back up. All right, so I just refreshed your chart. Looks like you've got a fifth in, and just move up here. And to me, this is going to be top of the third, fourth, fifth of this move. So this may only be the A. What up, Wonka? But if you look on line chart, you can see it a lot more clear. 3, 4, 5. Could be an ABC, I suppose, but that would be an AB. And we've got the C down here. But a lot of times these are fake outs that end up being a quote unquote truncated fifth. So we're either here where we're going to have a B and then work lower, potentially sideways, right? Or A, B, C. Then we head up. But I'm really interested here at 110, at least for a bounce, right? Even if we just bounce up to 130, maybe even 125. And at that time we can decide, all right, buy it here, sell some here, and then wait for either high or low, or wait for the new low that we get stopped out after taking some profit. right, sorry. If we hold here, I mean, I've got a 1618 at 212. All right, keep getting blown up. So 110, watch for rejection at 129. If not, new highs. 150, and ultimately 212 is a big area for me. But taking all this off, if we go to the monthly chart, I mean, it's not hard to see what we're working with here. Right? So, distortion. Right, we're getting up to concern levels. Right, something where you're like, I don't know if I want to hold this indefinitely. Right, there's a lot of people who, AVAX is, look how much work is being done on it. Look at all this. But they don't look at the higher time frames. They just think, oh, look at these. Could be 500,000, $500, $1,000 because of how much work's going on. But then you look at how the markets move. Right, 5s and 3s. Well, what are we working on now? All right, a 5th. All right, we're pretty close to a move that, if you, just the way I do it, pretty damn close. Right, maybe this is, if you're doing a Monte pull, I guess it would be that one. Getting kind of worrisome up here, right? So be aware. Don't just be blind to bulls everywhere thinking, oh, I'm good, I don't need to secure profits, or I can continue holding this because it's going to go to 800, 1700. Sure, but could also do this for the next 2 years, like everything is done, before you get your bigger move. All right. All right, we've got ADA from Demon Lay. Man, that's rough. 1, 2, and then the third comes here, and the fifth after a long fourth. That completes the A. Then we've got BC right in the month. A took September. Well, I guess it's not that bad since it's a 4-hour. September 21. It's quite a bit longer, but it's been ugly to chart, that's for sure. It's just been pretty brutal sideways. So I was actually looking at it this morning. Not on this chart, but that was my alarm here for once we lost that. Once we lost this, it was a oh shit move. And obviously once we lost it, boop, went from 177, now we're 159. Take all this off. I'm using Bittrex because I think it had the most history inside to do perfect pulls. There you go. So using these two pulls here, once you got above this 1618 popped above, it just hammered this one but could not get above it, pushed above 2618. Now we're pulling back. We just hit value area high and fell through it. So if we can't find support quickly, I think we do get to 120s to 130s. Value area low has been pretty well hammered. I do not want to visit that. What up, James? So now we basically just have to go to the higher time frame supports. So here's your yearly open. All right, 18 cents. Six months. So we tested that monthly order block here. All right. For those of you that are fairly new, haven't shown, I mean, I've done it, but I haven't told why, I guess. But my colors for high time frame, these are weekly. Then I've got yellow is a 3-month level. 6 month is red. So I don't think I have a template for it. No.
A young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime. I want to talk to him. I want to try to talk some sense to him. Tell him the way things are.
So and I think that's probably where I think it'll get tested. 138, that's a 6-month level on the daily. You can see we basically broke out and a wick tried to come down, didn't quite make it. But algo test, lost it, retested it. Hit the 0 line, that's when we went and tested that, lost it, fought, lost it weekly, lost 3 month, now lost value area high. Here's where we broke out from, 147. So I wouldn't even be interested until that is tested. And that's value area high of just this range. So monthly order block, but I'd be interested, I guess, in all of this. And ADA has been really quiet. And this would be a 55% retracement off the high. Right, while everything else is mooning, sand, you know, AVAX and all those are mooning, this has been quiet. Right, so I expect some rotation of funds to come back into this, and there'd be some hype to get this pushed higher. All right. And then from there, I mean, I guess next would be $2,618 here. Just mania phase, I guess 11. I could have the deviations and have other levels in here like a 50, but I'm not gonna make it perfect right now. All right. ADA, but yes, I do think a buy is coming up. I would just be careful now that we lost this value area high and you've got these pretty big levels beneath. Yeah, so you got the Monte zone, the full pull Monte zone right there at 135. And so far, 2 through 6 has been relevant, 382 relevant, 50. Right now we're coming up into the golden zone, but I like that Monte zone right there. So I'm actually going to tighten this up, basically just to have that order block. I'll be interested here at the weekly, but no buys until 138. All right. Okay. AVAX, Grant F, Novavax. Bear Cipher, WX, Y into A, just hit golden zone. Pitchfork boundary. one move here. Yes, no, that's 236. This is the 1-to-1. Oh yeah, I can't. You don't have the. But I see it there. There's a marker. So A, B, 1-to-1, 55. First target's the algo. All right, so let's look. All right, so traditionals, I always go out to a 12-month at first if I've never looked at it. Because a lot of times they have a ton more history, right? This is 95. Some of you probably weren't even born yet. Resistance yearly, so it's a very big order block. Yearly open. So this is an important yearly for me because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so there's been 8 years where this has influenced somehow. Whether it closed above, then came back above, tested as support, closed right around it. But ultimately, this wick here, right? So we blew through it, and this was previous support for this year. So if I just basic price action, that's minimum what we need to get to. We could come down here to this 55, and that would be basically these wicks over here, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rejected there, but no, 5. So just from a 12-month, you could build kind of an area of support based off of price action and how candles reacted. In a 12-month, they're very, very important. Right. I don't know of anyone that trades the 12-month, but you could. Buy a retest here, sell it here, buy it there, look for new highs. All right, popped above support. This one went down, tagged the yearly support, lost it, came back above. Tim, just underneath the chat, there should be a $sign next to the smiley face. You can do a super chat there. Or you can follow that link that was just posted. Either or. So weekly time frame, we've been in this yearly OB for quite a while, right? We were here for a little bit, lost it, retested it, and nuked. Now we've come back, getting accepted into it, rejected it first, but now getting back into it. But if you look at the strength, right, overall price is moving up. So to reset some of this and get it all the way down, so value area high of this full range, it just basically came down, tested it, and had a bounce. Click the link above, Tim. I don't think you need to verify there. Still have some work to do to get down. What's up, Damo? You've got your stop just on the other side of 65. If you're log or not, because I'm already there. I could see this coming higher though. My only thing with your stop where it's currently at least with me being in log.
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that.
All right, Tim, donation came through. Thank you. And you wanted to see chain link? I'll get to that in just a moment. So Grant, here, if you're using this pull, we just came back to tag this. Now we're working back up, and I could see it getting back. We need to be bullish, right? Just sideways, or get back up into this area before it falls. And if it does fall, all right, we've got these algos down here that break right here, this POC that we're in. And then at that point, we've got value area low. Along with the yearly. So, in 6 month here, so. I think that kind of goes with what you were thinking as well, if it were to get lost. I think you even had 55s, and that's the bottom of this area. So what we'd be looking for is move here, reject, lose this, and potentially could even come back up and tag this. But once we lose that POC, I'd like for it to come straight in. Do be aware though, yearly open is right here on POC, and these front ran it. So we definitely need to get under 112, 110. Then I think these come into play. Ouch. So they had earnings 20 days ago, and they missed it big time. And since then, price has gone up. So could just be coming into short zone, right? Allowing those in the know to get out. All right, golden zone tag right up, golden zone. target. And it's right in our meaty area that we wanted. All right, Grant. Nice chart as always. Good luck. Let me know what happens when you get in it, if you're not already in it. I've got so many alarms. I guess I can learn this if it gets there. Let me work on the donation. All right, so Link, Coinbase. This is my perfect pool I've had. And it's just been marching up each one. I mean, it's been a disappointment lately for sure, because this looks like I'm trying to dig something out of there, but to me all this looks like is up. Probably got an A, expanded B, swipe the highs, and then you come down potentially in the running flat. It's a high time frame running flat. That would look something like that. If we hold this 24, if we lose this 24, right, and Bitcoin starts to drop along with it, I think we could get the full move out of it, where we're getting down into 18s and 19s. I've got pretty meaty buys sitting there right now in this area. Well, basically anything under 20. These are my please dip down here levels. But what I'm potentially thinking could happen is we hold this deviation, right? You can see how here it held, here it held, fought it hard and bounced, but ultimately lost it. Almost reached this one, held it, lost it, tested it for rejection, lost, gained it, right? So it's a big level. Potentially, like some of the others, sweep this and you watch for a swing failure pattern. Swing failure pattern is basically where price comes in, sweeps a level, stops everyone out who was thinking it's not going to go underneath this, but it comes down, stops them out, fills those whales, or because a lot of stops, they're basically markets, and if people are just holding but thinking, oh, it's not going to go into this, that's where it fills the whales. Then it instantly, it can do this, it can move big, where then all these that got stopped out here and waiting for moon Now we're buying back once it gets over certain areas. Then it re-dips, brings back down, and they're like, crap, I got screwed again. But if this is a running flat, they're bullish, very, very bullish. So interested here, very interested to watch for a swing failure pattern. Take all my money. Where'd it go? Take all my money when it gets into that area. So did line chart here, but you can see rejection, 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 support, lost it, down to value area low, value area high, ended up losing the entire range, but then came back value area high, bounced POC. So now that we lost POC here, this is the daily candle. So you saw, yes, I guess 2 days ago we dropped, popped out, but the daily candle closed beneath POC. So then the expectation is, unless it instantly regains, you're going to reject. So now we're kind of in the hit or miss game of where is it going to stop, because typically when you lose POC you go to value area low, but I'm wondering, is this support here enough to push it back over POC and then we take off? If not, then it's just going to look something like this, where we come down, maybe bounce, tag this area, and then you're looking at wanting to quickly gain these areas. All right, assuming this is a expanded B, we've got the full pull here, came down to the 50, unable to get to the algo. So now that's where you think, oh, it could be a B. You've got 38 right here. Perfect pull algo there, potentially swing failure pattern. So you're looking right in here. It's going to do the full move. You've got the golden zone literally on this box I've created here, where I'm interested at. Yeah. You're probably on arithmetic though. I'm on log. Yeah, there you go. But Monty zone. So my gut says with this pull here, you want to hold the zero line, which is right on top of this. So I would say my gut is in here, looking for $19.65. Anything beneath that's a good buy. So I'll watch this swing failure pattern into the perfect pull, but my gut says we get down here. It's just been a laggard, so I think we're likely to just, continue coming down, get people pissed off at it, get people chase other coins that are moving or staying strong, and this comes and then this starts to gain momentum after it has this move. After that move, I'll be looking somewhere in there. What you don't want to do is lose 22 on a weekly. Right, so next Sunday, if we're coming down now this week, you don't want to close a weekly under these. Right, because then that just close, you may retest, but ultimately I think it would start trending down more. And that's not what I want to see at that point. It could just be an A, B, and then come down for a C. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot exciting. It's quiet. But that's kind of what you get when you go 39, let's see, 42,000% and only pull back 75. Right, that's some other coins pulled back, 80%, 85%. Which would have been down here. I was wanting to get in here in the $6 range. We didn't get it, so now so just easy analysis would be, I guess, anywhere in there, especially if it's spot. Buy it, forget about it. If it's leverage, this thing could still chop around. So if you're buying the lower end here with leverage, that's what you want to do, buy the extremes. So all right, appreciate the donation, and yeah, let's hope we do, because I'd love to see some of these prices for Link. All right, Gods Unchained. Can't say I love the name. I don't even know what it is, but can't really get much out of this chart right here yet, because I can't manipulate it. But Gods Unchained. Okay. Don't love these whales. Kind of got them. October 29th. October 28th, so I guess we'll just use this one. fairly new, so you're not going to get much grade out of me. So currently struggling with value area high on the daily. One hour looked like it popped above, trying to hold, but if it can't hold here, can't hold here, then I expect a retest of POC. But really it's up to the daily. Yesterday's daily pumped hard into the Monte zone, but faded all of that. And now today's not looking great, trying to get over it. Right, a rejection here, rejection from the golden zone. Your target's the algo. What up, Scam?
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that.
Mark Lane tip 50.
Hey Mark, thanks for the donation. I'll get to Alice here in just a minute. So this is interesting. Move up, rejection. Gained it, up, came back. Slight deviation underneath it. Move up yesterday, rejection into this parallel. Now we're trying to hold it. This is a shift. Modified, we rejected yesterday on the hourly candle. Here you can see we broke out, came back to retest, and got sideways and moved away. So with this being somewhat high time frame, typically this move, get out of the pitchfork, the inside pitchfork, move away, then you come out of it. And you come out of it typically pretty hard. But like I said, fairly new chart. You want to hold hourlies around here, but 4 hour, you want to make sure you hold value area high here. Then this can move away. All right, you can see with this pull from, I didn't take the low here, but I took basically the listing candle, but I pulled it to the high because I liked how these were rejecting into the golden zone, the Monte zone here, got above it, tested it. So now you want to hold this. Again, on the 4 hour, right? We moved up a little bit. You don't want to now lose this golden zone here, because then you're going to move back down to POC. I'm not having a ton of data yet. I would just be simple and put, here's where I'd be looking for some resistance. Right, I have no idea what it does. I don't know how many coins are in existence. So, you know, I can't say, oh, we're going to the -1, we're going top of this channel, because I don't know. Just, I can say once we break out of here, we'll likely come up into these areas. Oh shit, I was on log. So that kind of distorts what I typically do. But we're still in golden zone. So now even in now log, where we were holding this pitchfork, it was now resistance yesterday. So modified held this one. There we go. So see how on arithmetic we held the inside pitchfork there. Now we just breaking out after losing it, coming back out. So you still the same thought. You don't want to lose this area. Then you can head for these areas. If we're going to use OG, I'd probably pull it all the way over here. Good reactions here on this one, so. But anyway, still want to hold this, else you're going to come back in this area. All right, can't do too much, just mainly speculation at this point because there's not a ton. Hold value area high, move up. Lose value area high, go to POC. All right. StarLink against Tether. Never heard of this one. I like your pitchfork. Obviously it's been reactive. Lost it, but now came above with some increase in volume. Let's take a look. This has nothing to do with Elon, does it? Because I know he's got a company for internet that he's trying to use, do StarLink, so seems odd having the same name. Strength still looks good here despite hitting median line here. Got slight divergence. I don't think enough on lower time frames just to nuke it yet. Daily, not enough time. $10 trillion tokens, huh? So what's the market cap already? Seemed pretty high. In a second, guys. And it didn't do a trade earlier. Need to cut some off there before it came back and visited me at 790. All right, StarLink. All right, so $15-minute, we've got a high. Now we're working down back under 70 RSI. And it doesn't look like divergence, right? Because you've got a higher wick here, but you do have a higher high on price because the top is here for the highest push. So I could see if it loses this area with any momentum, this starts to curl down. Basically, you don't want to lose that at this point. This is low time frame, so. But with it being near right on a median, could have bigger rejection potential. I'd be interested for a potential bounce here, because even on the 15-minute we did not test. We just blew through it straight to the median. And with this being the value high of this range, did not sweep the high yet. I would say this is a valid test and hold of this area, but if it ever came back to this macro value area high, that would be a buy. Really good test of previous all-time high. Came up, rejected value area high, straight back to test previous all-time high and just straight rocket. Increase in volume, so pullbacks are definitely for buying. This one likely won't happen. Say anything here. So this would be the Monte pull here. Bullish is to hold above the zero line. It did. Now you want to gain this 236 and you push for the next. So 4 hour closed above it, so if it starts to push off at all here, may not even get a pullback for now. Get above median, push for 786, and nice confluence zone right there. Solid 75% or so. There, you got your shift right here as well. Good confluence right there. So if you were to get something here, you know, just work sideways. Get back down here now. Instead of getting there now, you get it over here. Potentially all the way. Let's test this before going higher. All right. Nice. StarLink. Looking good. All right, let me get Alice. Actually, here, let me get one, which is Marin's. And then I'll get Alice. And I think, Marin, when I click your chart, CTSI comes up. So you must be on a different, you must be using this chart currently, so. But I can look at it. 1 USDT. All right, so first I just did the perfect pull from where we started. It looks pretty dang good. Daily's right at it. The buy was right at the 618. Then add in full pull here. Low to the back. I think we got a Monty fifth, so I need to move this. This was the third wave that got out of hand. So I need to move this here. Now that looks better. Popped above, held golden zone. Grabbed the 50, got above 382 and just took off. 618, consolidated the entire time between 236, 618. Slight front run here, but a higher low. So on the 3-day, I don't love this. Strength is waning. We're losing here. Turning down there. Daily's, I guess, looking okay there. But we need to get above 35. If we can't get above 35, then that's just going to look like this, where we come back up, reject it. So we have to get above 35, or it's just going to be this. And that can lead to much bigger down, right? All right, not terrible. Let's pull it back. You see we dropped, hit POC of this entire range, and 7418, the Monte zone of the speed fan. We've now pushed up and holding on the 4 hour above the value area high of that range. But also, if we just move it over just a little bit, you'll see there's another POC up here. Just take out this little bit. This is pretty strong, so it's very close to being POC of this entire range. Just barely has a little bit more. We held that value area low pretty good, which was also the POC from here. So really now you just need to hold that POC, push for this value area high, and you really don't want to revisit down here at all. Because if you were to revisit down here, you're going to be inside this speed fan. But you'll see what happens once you get in it. You get trapped, lose it, retest it, and you follow the next. The next is gone. There's nothing underneath this, so you need to pump, get above these. Right, then you can come back and retest over here and push up. But like that divergence I showed on the 3-day needs to get some strength. I don't like this curling over. Volume is also not impressive, really. Highest volume is over here, the top of this wave. So now you'd be thinking, all right, volume really needs to come in and keep pushing this up, or we're just going to finish a fifth of some sort and come down. So for me, upside's limited. It's already done 29,000%. I think if it gets above, it's going to have a hard time at 67, maybe 150% left in it. So there's other coins I think that you can make more on, but if you just absolutely love this, you have to get above 35 on the daily to push. All right, let's work on Alice. Mark, you said, I'm not in this. I would like to see how you would chart this for entries. So first, daily chart, I'll do macro value area. So we'll change these. All right, very tight range for $250 days. Typically, move like that, a tight move like that is going to have some strength to it. You can see here on the daily, we're already above 70 on the RSI, so that's good. MACD, you've got curled straight up, rejected here at 70, came back, value area low, held POC up. So now it's going to have some time to move in there. These have a ton of room that they can continue moving. Weekly just created a new high. Weekly open. So this week we created a new high. Obviously not a new high here, but a new high right here. This was your previous high. I suppose you could say this was all-time high, but that's listing. And really, if you go to line chart, that's not there. This was your previous all-time high. So weekly OV. Here's your important weekly level. Cannot lose this. Got multiple monthly levels here. Monthly order block. Three-month level. Don't know. Nope, 6-month level's way down here. And I never want to see that again. At least not in the bull market. So if I were wanting entries here, Mark, are these leverage or spot that you're interested in getting? Oh, baby. Spot only, okay. So we've tested all these really good. We have not tested weekly open. And we have not tested macro value area high. We have tested this bottom of this order block on the 1 hour. So you have a small, it's a 1 hour order block. So not overly important.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
buy
this
the
pull
fuck out of
here
that.
is going to be the bearish pull from here. to there. Hey, thanks for the donation. I've got a sand chart I was working on this morning, so I'll show that as soon as I'm finished here. All right, so a lot of different lines here, but kind of have to do this to find a decent lower time frame entry. But we've got Monte zone here. If it gets above this, right, if it comes back, say just tests daily open and all-time high, pushes and gets above, I think it could take off. What my gut says is with this rejection here, that we could actually come back. Right, we just lost this daily. So come up here, test, and already tested here. Probably end up doing this. If we lose this level, daily open and all-time high, and retest it, I think we come all the way back down to 20, and likely we test macro value area high again. A lot of people probably bought this today, this breakout in a sense, and if it fades it, it's going to get them squirming. So I'd be looking for spot. You could literally anywhere in here, 20, 21 to 19, say 50. I wouldn't try to be perfect with spot. You don't want to lose on the daily, lose. This weekly order block. So it's a daily candle close. Weekly open here. These have all been tested. Monthly level. It's not fully been tested, I guess. But so I'd watch for something like this. Pay attention here. The full send would be probably the barest Monte pool.
I'm gonna buy the fuck out of that.
Another donation. Y'all are making me work, but thank you for the donations. All right, so this would be the bearish Monte pull from all-time high, or listing high here with the algo, and look at where we stopped today. Literally at the 65 of the Monte pull. I don't even know if you can, yeah, very top. So now that comes up. Test here. And if you lose the daily, then you're starting to look back. And look where the 50 is that we have not tested. So reject here. And look at where we were wanting it. Here's your 50 right there. So that's pretty damn likely that it's going to get there. 20-ish, 2011, but have your layered buys probably at order block 2050, 2010, 20, and all the way down to into here. At that point, then you want to see it hold. If it gets under here, you want to see it instantly get above and hold that 50 and move up and attack this again, or just go sideways, consolidate. All right, I can just do this before it attacks and moves higher, because that's a pretty big zone, because you've got the Monte pull, the full pull Monte zone right above it. So pretty big resistance area, despite there not being a ton of price action. Fib's still gonna fight. All right, getting pretty messy, so Mark, look and see how many coins there are for Alice and what the current market cap is. Another confluence area right here. The macro value high in the 382 from this pull, which golden zone was beautiful. 50 was great. So now you'd expect 382, resistance over here, resistance there, rejected there. If we come back, you want to buy that. Number 208, is that market cap number 208? Oh, so it's still pretty small. 100 million coins. 440 million. And I think you said it's a meta token, and those are being all the rave right now. So if you get over 35.75, 17 million in circulation. That's pretty low. So why not? We get down by 20 to 19. Monte zone, come back, tag here, break, retest, send it. Not all in one day, obviously, but you get the gist. I'll be keeping an eye on this one because I think I'll come by the. I think is it on there? Yep. Sweet. You're looking for entries. Oh, come on up only. Yeah. Not up only yet. Let us get in. I'm going to alarm all-time high because once we lose that, I think that's where this area comes in. That's a for sure. All right, nice chart. I'll keep in touch with you like I have for some of the others, but that's what I think. And that's mainly because of this, just, it's a big accumulation, right? It's pretty tight. Had some deviations underneath it, but for the most part, it was in this tight range, coiled up. What happens when those finally come out? Typically just boom. All right. Sand USD. So the who? Thanks for the donation. So I think I did sand last week. Actually, no, Sam did it this week, and I posted a chart for Mark. Mark requested it. Maybe he didn't. Someone requested it anyway. And so then we were looking at it. I posted my chart, and we were right here, about to touch 475. Like we were like right here. And I was saying you might want to take some profit here, because it could have always, A, B, C, come down over here. And said no thanks. Boom, consolidation up. And now, your tip said top end, I have targets between 13 and 14. See, the modified and shift are the exact same. Typically they're somewhat different, but these are the exact same just because this initial pump right here was straight up, so it doesn't change it. That changes too much. This is irrelevant besides that great buy. So it could certainly get up there, right? So you can always deviate, right? So a lot of times these can do something like this, right? Where they deviate and then they come back in and lose. And this is a lot of times a short squeeze because people are shorting this and they just squeeze them, liquidate them, or cause them to close it, and then it comes back in. Getting up to 13, I mean, that would be a lot of, I mean, it's a meta token. Mana didn't care about any pitchforks or anything, but this one does look like it's respecting somewhat for now anyway. So if you're in it, I'd be really interested to see how this 4 hour closes. Because so far this hourly, slight rejection, came above, lost it, 4 cents. Oh, well, then you don't even care. I mean, you do, but you have nothing to worry about. Because, I mean, my thought is it could come back all the way to this 1618 that we blew through without testing, then consolidate and push up even higher. That's when I think we could get these prices. If we were to push down here and consolidate in this area. Do know it could be hopium. Could be smoking the hopium pipe because just from the low, we're already at 97,000%. So I hope you've taken out your original investment. So you got in down here. So you're just chilling at a solid 19,000%. So please take, I don't know you, but I would say please take your initial plus some nice profit. So now it's basically free coins. You can let it do whatever it wants. Be careful though. So alpha launch of the game. Be careful, the sell the news, right? So this is high typed hype. Let's say issue comes up at the game, right? They haven't, it's not able to onboard as many people. There's issues in the game. You can't predict that as far as TA wise, but TA wise, I'm saying this has cause for a consolidation or a pullback. So if the alpha launch of the game comes out and it's bad news, well, the chart's going to basically say, well, I told you it was going to be bad news. Right, we were at resistance. Great news could have hopped it above, but ultimately I still think we need to come down. I mean, macro value area high is 64 cents, and we're trading at $8. I don't want to see anyone hold this to come back to test this eventually. Not saying we will, but that's what you're looking at on arithmetic. Looks pretty healthy here, right? Like, oh, just consolidate, move up, deep retrace, up, consolidate, pump, consolidate. Take it off log. You can't even see where you got in. Once this gets broken, all right, here's your parabolic curve from this move down here. That was freaking 80 cents, and that was a month ago. That's absolutely insane. 1,000% in 28 days. Merry freaking Christmas. So if you're in from 4 cents, please realize some of your wins. Okay, doesn't mean it can't continue to hold this and you get your price target, right? But $13, let's say you said 13, 14. All right, so this is the top end. Possible, right? But right now, you can only consolidate for 6 days because that's where you get to the end of this. At this price point, you can only consolidate to the 30th of November, or you're going to be added again, right? So if it were to just go sideways here, then you have to go up where you break this parabolic curve. So then you would have to, it would look like something like this. Have to go up. Else it's going to potentially drop. Then it can go up more. Test on the outside here. Then you're looking at down. 1/5 this whole move. That would be, I highly doubt it. I mean, momentum looks good, but when I try to get you to curb your enthusiasm, and I'm very happy for you, so don't let it be that I'm trying to get you out of something. But look at your monthly candle, right? Sorry. This was monthly open. Here's monthly order block. Doesn't look bad, right? It's like, oh, it's not far. Because look how far we came. And then you turn it off. And you see this. this month. $407%. Right, see all my forks and all that are down here on arithmetic. That shows basically, oh look, deviation above, come back, held the bottom of this channel. All right, so that's OG. Came up, came all the way to the bottom of the channel, came out, tested it, and took off. I mean, that's quite the move. Since 20th of June. Yeah, okay, now I'm on the same page as you. I thought you were saying. So yes, I do think this is probably your big four, the completion of it. Now you've probably got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're probably on the 5th of the 5th. So would look something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're working on the final 5th. And likely you're probably working on some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. It's an A. It's probably too big. It could be, I guess, if you're looking at the full pool. Expanded B, I haven't measured it, but that's what it looks like to me. It would be the 3 here, 3, 6, 1, 8, move of the 1, 2. And this would be your big 3 consolidation for the 4 up to the 5th. So now just blowing off. Oh, there you go. I forgot about that. Go back to Monday's live stream and look in the description and you'll see when Sam did sand. She did a good count. So you can go back and look at that. But I would just say it's time to make your plan for exits. And don't enter back in on that until down there. Right. I would say minimum $1. Don't even look at it unless you're just playing a B wave, but there would be better things to play. All right. Thanks for the donation. Now I've got KDA. All right, so Bittrex has the most data. We'll do a weekly here and see how it looks. looks pretty good. So this thing is going crazy too. I read a lot about this one, but $22,000%. Took off from 30 cents and just straight up till $28. So we held the weekly above the 7618 here, but we just rejected 1618. So I think if we lose the, I mean, we've tested everything because it's just been slowly, everything's tested because it's just slowly bleeding. So if it loses this daily here, and ultimately this daily as well, I think we get to 11. So I think the key is here, 1530. If that's an algo that's active and strong enough, and it pushes it back up. But you have to get back over this 1618 and push basically back up for the highs. And with this pushing so hard, here's your monthly level. Here's a weekly order block. Here's a bearish weekly order block. So if we come back up, and reject here, I mean, it's got to get higher than that. So I would not be in this until it gets over this order block and holds. So if you rode this up and you're still holding it and you're like thinking, oh, well, I'll just hold it, right? We're going to go higher. I would be careful, you know, be wary that if we can't get above this order block in 1985, then we're not going higher for quite a while. Because really the monthly level, things get nasty, is down here. Perfect bull wise, I would say here. There you go. So this is an OG pitchfork from the low. I did not use this because it's probably a B. A, B, long, long C. So the top for me is here. Orthodox top. Swipe the highs, drop. So here. And look where I had put this at. Right on the median. So if this continues to drop, we dropped, lost this parallel, rejected it yesterday. Now we're continuing to drop. So it's my thought that this is just going to continue down. Probably until here. Because on the daily, you've got one little bit of support where I had a perfect pull. I don't think that's strong enough to keep you. You got that monthly level there at 667. If it wants to get really bad, come back, test this. Right, drop, regain, and then move. Come all the way down here. Swipe these lows. Regain median and go. All right, thanks for the donation, but yeah, I think that's run its course for now. All right, well, that's 3 hours, so I am going to say goodbye. I've still got another chart that I need to do for Attila, but I'm going to send that to him. I'm just beat, and I've got family here, so I need to get out. But thank you all for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thanks for the donations, and we may have a, Tuda may have a video tomorrow. I don't know. He's not going to be required to do one. So if he's with his family. So we may have something. We'll have Bitcoin Friday for sure. We do still have our Black Friday special. So if you want to join, feel free to do that. And we'll catch you on the flip side next week. All right. Thanks, guys.